sport bike is hardly ever a practical choice. But you didn't come here for practical, did you? The all-new 2022 Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RR taps into that primal want for speed, that irrational, irresponsible desire for the impractical. It's powered by a 1,160cc inline triple, making a claimed 177 horsepower, stacked with top-end componentry from Brembo and Öhlins, and featuring a deep electronics package that will set you back around $20,000. Triumph has been offering the Speed Triple model since the 1990s, and has always been a naked, Street Fighter-inspired machine. But the winds of change are blowing, and a new trend is emerging. From the MV Agusta Super Veloce to the latest Honda Hawk 11, it seems Triumph isn't the only one looking to liven up sales with a fresh, modern retro look. But why are naked bikes suddenly putting back on their clothes? And why choose the RR over the RS? While the Speed Triple RS and RR share a lot in common, the biggest difference is in the riding position.
The RR has swapped out the standard handlebar for clip-ons, and the rider triangle is high and tight for dedicated sport riding.
While this change is good for canyon carving and track day riding, the rest of your street ride is going to suffer. There will be sore wrists, aching backs, and general riding fatigue. I recommend a lot of rest breaks, where you can appreciate the fine looks of the RR and remind yourself that pain is beauty. With a seat height of 32.6 inches, a rider like me at 5'4" will have a bit of tiptoeing to deal with in the saddle. And while the claimed 438 pounds of wet weight doesn't sound so bad for a later bike, that weight sits high and makes the bike top heavy for slow maneuvers, pushing around the parking lot, or loading into a truck. But let's be real. No one taking a hard, close look at the RR is thinking about slow speeds or U-turns. I'm pretty sure you've got something else in mind. The holy trinity of cornering comes down to brakes, suspension, and chassis, then the Speed Triple RR will take you to church. The RR outclasses its older brother, the RS, with top-of-the-line Öhlins electronic suspension. The suspension morphs along with the throttle response, traction control, and ABS to deliver optimized performance for the riding at hand. And it all works brilliantly. With a push of the button, you can transition from a plush riding experience in road mode to a stiffer, more aggressive setting for the demands on the track in sport and track modes. The electronic suspension combined with the tried and true Brembo brakes, quick shifter, and slip and assist clutch all result in a confident cornering machine. The RR glides into the turn with a smooth and linear compression, stays planted through the mid-corner, and exits the reassuring hookup under heavy throttle. What is it about this iconic inline triple that is so compelling? I'm sure every rider will have a different answer, but rest assured whatever it is, this Speed Triple has it. When you drop the hammer and the RR is in the meat of its power band, the exhaust note is like a luxury sports car. Not a throaty raw growl, but a refined bellow, like the blast of a brass quartet. The RR is super responsive, and when you say jump, it leaps. The only thing letting this power plant down is the gearing. Because it's geared so tall, it doesn't play nice at city speeds, or in the tightest corners of the racetrack, or in the hairpins of the canyon either. First gear is easy to stall out, and it can be hard to find neutral. But for the scores of Speed Triple fans that have long been demanding a round headlight comeback, the RR is cause for celebration. While the RS has been stuck in that transformer trend that's overrun the naked bike segment, the RR is an elegant redesign that simultaneously hits all those high points of modern and retro. Unfortunately, those good looks come at a price. Not only a $2,500 upcharge from the RS, but also a serious cut in comfort and practicality. Is the Street Fighter segment starting to come full circle? Because this formerly naked bike is starting to look suspiciously close to a full-fledged sport bike. The naked bike segment was born from the need to make sport bikes more affordable and practical. The Speed RRR is a complete about-face on that very notion. It's not affordable, it's not practical, it is a sport bike, and is designed to satisfy that emotional impulse for speed and style. Thanks for tuning in on my test ride on the Triumph Speed RRR. If you want to read more on the RR, head on over to Common Tread to see my full write-up and drop a comment below if you have more questions. Thanks for watching. I'm Jen. Keep it on 2.